This week on FoolCraft 2.
Oh, hello there, Vintage Beef! Oh no! Vintage Beef is trying to kill me! Why have you done this? No! This is just cruelty to dogs!
Welcome to the FoolCraft 2 recap. I'm your host PixelRiffs, our writer is ZLOYXP, and last week we asked you the ever-important question if you enjoyed the polls in the beginning of these recaps. Well, the results are in, and given a simple yes or no question, of course the majority has answered Iskallium.
Okay, why would that be a thing?
I don't know what I expected, and I don't know why it was even an option. But for the 29% that voted yes, here's another poll. I don't even want to know what's in it. Just click some buttons, we'll do a proper question next week. For now, let's see what the fools are up to. Team Azuma False and Beef, aka Team Guys Think Up a Name Already, gets together for their first official team meeting. So of course, the best thing to do with their combined powers is to track down Rendog and Choppy his McShopface.
That's it. He's done.
He's been assassinated.
Choppy McChopface. Ah, poor Ren.
Again.
Having also caught up on each other's progress, Team the other three opened the party bags Azuma brought and the 2 icosahedrons that X and Beef brought with them. Vintage Beef came away with the most prizes from the party, including 2 rings that gave him so many status effects, he might as well be Vintage Beacon. Still, it wasn't enough to save him from Azuma flailing at him with an axe when they took on a roguelike dungeon.
That's probably where I might die then.
Wait.
Whoa! Oh!
No! It happened.
I was waiting for that.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
While one-shot axes are already in his armory, Azuma makes it clear that he's not rushing into the flight era, preferring to take things at his own pace.
We don't have flight yet. I'm getting a lot of requests to do flight, and do you know what? I'm not going to rush into it, but if we happen to stumble onto it, that'll be just fine.
This, however, does not stop him from performing perhaps the cheekiest Ocean Monument raid ever by simply putting a Megatorch on top of it and letting all the Guardians despawn. Having acquired the Prismarine and all its chisel variants, X uses them to decorate his underground Mystic agriculture farms, presumably so the plants have something beautiful to stare at.
It only takes out from those slots. That is perfect. That means that we can have a whole bunch of stuff going on here.
Vintage Beef's chicken farm is coming along in leaps and bounds, and having sourced the saplings he was looking for from the giant chest of everything, he can finally fart together that barn he's always wanted.
Oh, that's gonna bug me. Oops! That's gonna bug me.
Beef's first experience of chisels and bits turns the build into a bit of a marathon, but I think we can all agree those barn doors are worth it.
Bam! Got the doors complete. Now, the only thing, I wanted to make it look like these doors, as you can see, they stick out a little bit. I wanted to make it look like they were sliding away from each other, and it does look that way. Oh. What in the world?
We did the chickens last time. I'm so glad that he took over, otherwise I would probably have got stuck with him again.
False Symmetry takes her beef on a whole other level when she discovers that the make an exact copy feature of the Mine Factory auto spawner works on fluid cows. This means she now has an infinite amount of infinity cows which can be infinitely milked to produce infinity metal. By our calculations though, it's still a single infinity.
Whew, okay. Is this one that I care about?
Once all the Moo-Moos are milked for their metal, False tinkers up better tools and weapons for herself, deciding to test her new weaponry on a bunch of unsuspecting nether pig people.
To roll, you ready for this? Oh, 1-hit kill. Pigman, come here. Oh, I just sliced his head off. Oh my goodness. And they won't even aggro on me because it's just too quick. Oh, this is so sweet.
With the cows now pretty much being the one true mascot of FoolCraft 2, rivaled only by chickens and maybe Iskallium, it's no wonder that a cow spawner is the first thing that springs to Rendog's mind when he has to come up with a proper food source for the team.
We've got a lever here, flick me for stakeage, and if Team Serious flicks this, that redstone signal is going to go all the way up into that spawner and it's going to start spawning those cows. And those cows are going to get murdered inside of this death chamber.
We'd also like you guys to check out his episodes this week, if only to see his perspective of his own assassination, and maybe leave him a hug in the comments.
You freaking butts! Dang it! There goes my XP too.
There's much happening off camera and in live streams this season, so keep your eyes peeled for the fools on Twitch. If you already have, you probably didn't miss the dragon fight that Stress Monster and Iskall got themselves into, as well as the bulk of Stress's grind around the Woot mod.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. This is a lot of effort. Okay, so now that the woot farm has shattered my dreams, let's try and actually get some of the stars in.
Long story short, she has a woot farm now, and it produces dragon eggs and dragon breath and a bunch of other stuff.
I want to see what comes out of it. Oh, I freaked out. Look! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Through that and some bizarre combination of Mystic Agriculture and a bunch of auto users, Stress puts together a record disc only to instantly break it down into the record shards. This might be a tad more convoluted than getting a skeleton to kill a bunch of creepers for you, but what do I know? I'm not the one with 59,000 nether stars in my storage system.
59,000 nether stars! Can you actually believe that?
However, none of this could have been achieved without a proper XP source, and it's worth mentioning how Stress got hers, through an offer she can't refuse.
I asked Iskall something. Do you have an XP cow? And then he's just messaged saying, I've got an XP cow, so you're going to pick him up. He said, I just want to say, remember who gave you the cow. It's free, but yeah, just remember. Pirate code?
Over at his testing island, Iskall is still milking the pirate accent for all it's worth. He also milks a ton of fluid cows for significantly more than they're worth, like literal blocks of gold.
Rocket here, switches obsidian. I'm playing with I'm playing with pirates on Pebbles 4. I'm an idiot.
Need some Zephyrian Erothium? There's a cow for that, and it's the secret ingredient in the Futurama-style transport pipes Iskall wants to install over at the Jurassic Park-inspired build. There's just one problem.
It's a traveling system, basically. So what we can do, if I open it up here as well, we can do this. We can travel here. Crash! It's the Modern Warfare mod. It's the Modern Warfare mod. It doesn't render the player because it thinks that we get hurt.
Modern Warfare never changes. But with a solution on the horizon, Iskall is committed enough to the idea that he spends some time making the tunnels look awesome.
And it's looking fan-freaking-tastic. I love this build style so much. I hope you guys do too.
And on that note, thanks for watching the FoolCraft Recap. My name has been PixelRiffs and our writer is ZLOYXP. He's back to YouTubing properly nowadays, so go check out his new Minecraft survival series. Don't forget to leave a like to help support the channel and subscribe so you won't miss future episodes of the recap. See you next week, fools!